Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, so let's see. Estimate the furthest way. Okay, so let's figure out the resolution limit first because we'll use it to determine the furthest way later. So we know, let's assume the diameter of our eye is like 0.5 meters. So we can just simply put down as D is equal to 0.5 centimeters. Okay, and let's see. Lambda, let's assume the lambda is 550 nanometer because I saw the wavelength here I'm picking is the wavelength from the middle of the spectrum, which is like the average wavelength from the spectrum. So yeah, so when we don't know anything about it, so we just make an assumption. So yeah, I assume the wavelength is 550 nanometers. So we try to figure out the resolution limit, which is the resolution angles as well. So it simply can be equal to such things, which is 1.22 lambda divided by d. And that's the formula for it. And we know lambda, we know d. And so say the resolution is equal to 1.22 times 550 times 10 to the power of -9 meter. Because 1 nanometer is 10 to the -9 meter. And divided by d, which is 5 times 10 to the -3 meters, since 1 centimeter is 10 to the -2 meters. And that will give us, let's take the calculation. So 1.22 times 550 times 10 to the power of -9 divided by 5 times 10 to the -3. It's 0.000134, but that's not a degree. We can always convert it to the degree units. So let's go to the next page. So we know data resolution is equal to 0.000134, which is equal to 0.000134 over 2 pi, because one circle is 2 pi, which is 360 degrees. And over it, we can figure out what is the fraction of such angle over a circle, and simply multiply by 360 degree, and we should get theta resolution is equal to, let's take a look, is 7.69 times 10 to the -3 degree. I mean, it's really small. Okay, and while we're trying to figure out the furthest way, let's jump to the next question. So now we know the theta resolution is equal to 7.69 times 10 to the -3 degree. So we also know there's another formula like this, which is tangent theta resolution is equal to R over L. And in this case, the R here is the distance between two headlights, and let's assume it's like 1 meter. And L here is the furthest way we're trying to measure. So L is unknown, we're trying to figure out L. In terms of data resolution, should be figured out through some kind of calculation or calculator. So L is simply equal to R divided by tangent theta resolution limit, and R is, I say it's 1 meter, okay? And tangent data resolution is 7.69 times 10 to the power negative 3 degree. And should give us L is equal to, let's use calculator real quick. Let me double check. Okay. You know what? Let's make it easier. We can just use the radians from the previous question. So yeah. So we can you see here data resolution is equal to 0.00134. Let's just leave this one. Yeah, just use this one since it seems easier to calculate it. So well, you give us something like this. It's 1.34 times 10 to the negative 4 radian. And why we can use the radian directly in this case is because see, it's because tangent theta is the angle here is really small, so the tangent theta is really just close to equal to theta itself. So tangent theta in this case is just equal to itself, so we can just use it directly. So if we go to the next page, we'll get L is equal to 1 meter over 1.34 times 10 to the negative 4 radian. Okay, and that will give us, let's see, 1.34 times 10 to the negative 4. 7,462 meter. And that should be the answer for this question. And thank you guys.